When was the last time you used one of these? If it wasn't in the past month, chances are you have a cell phone. And these cell phones have taken up most of daily life.
So he knows I'm upset with him, and I'm like,
The average cell phone user makes calls, takes pictures, and browses online. But all this comes with a price. The question is, are Canadians happy with this price?
Really don't like my cell phone plan. It's because, first of all, it's with Bell.
I really do think it's too expensive. I don't think there's enough competition in Canada. It's kind of a monopoly in the market.
According to Daniel Zayman of ACN, this monopoly in the market is one of the major reasons as to why Canadians pay so much on their cell phone bill.
The reason why Canadian cell phone bills are so high is because these companies like Bell and Rogers, they pay millions and millions of dollars a year for advertisements like TV advertisements, telemarketing, and mail. So basically, you're paying to help them pay for their advertisement costs. So they boost the bills up by a lot.
8 years ago, an average cell phone bill would cost around $10 to $20. But now with the rise of smartphones, your cell phone bill can be anywhere from $50 to $80. With every data plan using up your apps and your online usage, wireless companies are definitely taking advantage of the fact that almost every smartphone needs a data plan. Cleopatra Myers, a former Rogers employee, stated that other countries have more companies in wireless communications. Therefore, cell phone bills have to be cheaper in order to keep up with the fellow competitors, whereas Canada only has two.
well, I definitely feel cell phone companies, especially in Canada, are taking advantage of Canadian consumers. For example, a lot of people feel that the 911 feature on their cell phones are a free feature, and actually they're paying for it. Something as simple as 911, which is very important for every Canadian to have, I think it's actually mandatory for every Canadian to have. We're paying for it. Those add up to the fees, those make the bills more expensive, and it makes it really difficult for Canadians to obtain a phone. The two biggest companies in Canada would definitely have to be Rogers and Bell. So because they are the biggest companies, we also do have smaller companies, but I guess you could kind of say that Bell and Rogers are kind of like the umbrella for them. So say for instance, if you wanted to go with a lower company, for example, like maybe Koodo or Wind, yeah, the prices are great in regards to looking at your phone bill, but you don't necessarily get the coverage that Bell and Rogers offers. So I think that's another reason why the prices are so high, because at the end of the day, if you don't have coverage, you can't use your phone. And Bell and Rogers specifically know that with the coverage, people are going to have those phones. So that's why those prices are so high. Rogers, I know specifically, they have Fido, another new company called Chadar. Bell also is an affiliate with TELUS and Virgin Mobile. So again, you're still getting that coverage, but you're still getting to have to pay those really expensive costs, because as much as you feel like you're branching away from those big companies, they're still controlling your bill.
So is Bell and Rogers really to blame for high cell phone bills? An employee for Rogers Communications said otherwise.
It's probably more expensive than other places, for example, the US, because they have a population of 300 million, while we only have a population of about 30 million. That's a huge difference in pricing and what you can sell the product for.
So, is it unfair for Canadians to be paying so much for their cell phone bill? That is something that the cell phone user will have to figure out for themselves. For 519 Online News, I'm Ojefo Israel.
Really don't like my cell phone plan. It's because, first of all, it's with Bell.